Today, we're going to talk about something deep, the biology of our own sovereignty. We're diving into how the very system that's designed to keep you safe can sometimes feel like a prison, and more importantly, how you can find the biological keys to reclaim that control. So let's get right into it. The most striking truth about nervous system recovery is that your body is not broken because it's anxious. It is performing a high-level biological miracle to keep you alive in a world it perceives as lethal. Let that sink in for a second. Your body isn't broken, it's doing something incredible. We generally assume that trauma is just all in your head, right? But in reality, your own biological drive for survival, your fight or flight response, can get hijacked. It gets turned into this permanent state of internal static that you literally cannot think your way out of. And this leads to the core paradox. This is the question I'm sure so many of you have asked. Why does the person who hurt you years ago still have the power to make your heart race today? It's not just a thought, is it? It's physical. A sound, a certain look, and boom, your whole system goes on high alert. And listen, this isn't about a lack of willpower. It's not about just getting over it. It's a biological program, an echo, that's still running in the background. So let's start by reframing this whole experience. We're not looking at a flaw or a weakness here. We are looking at a biological miracle, a survival system so good at its job that sometimes it forgets to clock out. The prison we can feel trapped in isn't made of steel bars. It's made of our own adrenaline and cortisol. And if you want to get out, you first have to understand how it was built. And that brings us to this key idea, the Neuro-ceptive Alarm. This is the big paradox. You know that gut feeling you get? That sense that something's just off before you can even explain why? That's your neuroception at work. Your nervous system scanning for danger without you even thinking about it. It's amazing. But what happens when that alarm gets stuck in the on position? Well, that's when your own survival instinct starts to drain your battery. It's like a fire alarm that just won't stop ringing, even though the house is perfectly safe. It is completely exhausting. All right, so what actually happens when that alarm is just blaring 24/7? It literally creates a battlefield inside of you. Your own body, your nervous system, becomes the place where this battle is fought, often long after the actual threat is gone. And let's be super clear here. This is not all in your head. It's a real physical thing happening inside your body. And yeah, that internal battle, it comes with a real biological price tag. The term for it is allostatic load. The best way to think about it is like redlining a car engine. Flooring it for a few seconds to pass a truck, that's totally fine. But imagine driving with the pedal to the metal all day, every day. The engine would just wear out, right? That's exactly what chronic stress does to your body. It's the wear and tear of living in a constant state of emergency. So you might be wondering, why would our bodies do this? Why keep the engine redlining? Well, there's this really sneaky mental trap called the hyper-vigilance hook. It's the belief that all that constant worrying is actually productive. You start telling yourself, look, if I just stay on guard, if I worry about everything that could possibly go wrong, then I can stop it from happening. Your brain starts to mistake the feeling of being anxious for the action of being prepared. And that worry, it starts to feel like a shield. And the physical result of all this, the constant stress, the hypervigilance, it's a feeling I bet a lot of you know all too well. It's called ambient static. It's that buzzing feeling, that low-level hum of anxiety that's just always there. Maybe it's a tightness in your chest or a weird numbness in your hands. It's the neurochemical ghost of the alarm bell still vibrating long after the danger is past. And this really breaks it down into two different ways of living. On one side, you've got the sovereign individual. This is someone who can actually rest, who's in control of their own internal state. They have a habit of safety. Then you've got the threat-scanning subject. This person is always looking for the next attack, always reacting to those internal alarms. They're living on what's so powerfully called an adrenaline leash. The whole point of this, the whole journey, is moving from that threat-scanning mode back to being that sovereign individual. Okay, so how do we do it? How do we make that journey back to safety? Well, here's the amazing part. Your body doesn't just have a system for sounding the alarm, it has a built-in all-clear sequence too, a way to stand down. And the trick is, you can't think your way there. You have to let this physical, biological process happen. So let's walk through these 3 steps because they're fundamental. First step, kinetic deloading. You know how you see an animal shake after something scary happens? We're built to do that too. That shaking isn't weakness. It's your body literally shaking off all that pent-up survival energy. It's brilliant. Step 2 is vagal tone improvement. This is a mind shift.
Instead of trying to fight or fix the anxiety, you just notice it. You witness the physical feeling without judging it. And that leads to the third step, ventral vagal stabilization. This is basically your nervous system getting the all clear signal. It finally gets the message that the danger has passed, and you start to feel calm, not because you forced it, but because your body knows it's safe.
And when you follow this sequence, it leads to something way more profound than just feeling less anxious. The goal here is much bigger. It's about reclaiming your sovereignty. This is it. This is the ultimate goal. Total biological sovereignty. It's way more than just feeling calm. It means owning your internal state so completely that nothing and no one can hijack it. You're no longer triggered into that high alert mode against your will. Your internal world belongs to you again. And why is this so important? Well, there's this thing called polyvagal theory. Basically, it shows us that when your body thinks it's being hunted, it goes into survival mode. And when that happens, it literally shuts down your ability to do things like love, connect, or even think clearly. I mean, it makes sense, right? You can't be creative or have a deep conversation when you think a lion is about to pounce. So reclaiming your sovereignty, that's what opens the door back up to actually living a full life. Okay, this all sounds great, but where do you even start? The good news is you don't start with some huge drastic action. It all begins with a small, quiet shift in your awareness. So let's look at a couple of tools to get you started. The first tool is called the trigger audit. It sounds official, but it's really simple. The next time you feel that wave of anxiety hit, just pause for 1 second and ask yourself, is my body reacting to what's happening right now? Or is it reacting to a memory? Is there a real tiger in the room, or is this just the ghost of a tiger? And that's the core question to ask yourself. Is this feeling anxiety, or is it just my body's memory of protection? Just reframing it like that changes everything. Suddenly, it's not some big, scary monster called anxiety. It's your body's memory of trying to keep you safe. And when you see it that way, you're not a victim of the feeling anymore. You're just an observer of it. Once you have that awareness, you can bring in what are called micro resets. These are tiny little physical things you can do to send a direct signal to your brain that the danger is over, like splashing your face with cold water. That actually triggers a reflex that instantly slows your heart rate. Or singing or humming. The vibration actually calms your nervous system down. And maybe the easiest one, just taking a long, slow exhale. Make it longer than your inhale. It's one of the fastest ways to tell your body, hey, we're safe. You can stand down now. So all of this, all these tools and ideas, it all boils down to one thing, really. It's about ending that war inside yourself. It's about finally signing a peace treaty with your own body and beginning that gentle process of coming home. If there's one single thing you take away from all this, please let it be this. You cannot talk a nervous system out of a state it was traumatized into. You have to lead it out. You can't reason with it. You can't bully it. You have to gently, physically show it the way back to safety. Because in the end, your body isn't your enemy. It's your home. And awareness is the key to the front door. It lets you feel the signals without getting hijacked by them. So, exhale. Shake it off if you need to, and come home. I really hope this has given you a new way to think about all this.